Whoa! Did that turn into a smoke screen? But hello, everybody! And welcome back! It feels good to be driving this SF90 Stradale. I'm not gonna lie, boys, this thing's pretty spicy. And I love this livery, too. Shout out, I believe it was Eagles Rock or Andrew965. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, no, it was Andrew. He's got his logo on here. This thing is just so nice, boys. But hello and welcome, guys. I guess it's that time where, hold on a second here. Oh my goodness. Already, things are going crazy in the chat. But I gotta say, boys, and I better pop this up first. We had to go blue today for obvious reasons. Now, I'd like to point out, I'm not playing on PlayStation today, and there's a reason for that. But what we are doing is using a very special controller today, an Xbox controller. This is something that, unfortunately, PlayStation players will not be able to get, the Horizon 5 limited edition controller. I don't use this very often, as you guys know. This one only comes out for special occasions. And today would be a special occasion, boys, because it's pretty obvious, you know, PlayStation. Welcome to Horizon Mexico. It is April 29th. It finally happened. The official global release. And I just kind of want to show you guys some important things that you're going to want to take care. Dude, this thing goes in reverse so quick, too. Watch this. Watch. When this thing just rips immediately, just goes in reverse. Like, it's so quick. What's the speed go to, too? 55? I mean, this car is really cool. And if you're wondering why I'm driving this, it's the current 20-point prize, which you can see right there. But before I go too much further, too, what the heck is going on out here? Gamer Girl with the 10 gifted memberships. Colsis, hello, welcome. Congratulations to all the gifted members. And Matthew, you're killing it out there. We're at 6. I got to figure out, too, there's something going on with my computer here. It's like doing that thing where it's like freezing up and everything. It's about to get the white screen of injustice very early on here, I think. I might just have to, let me just refresh. Let me refresh real quick. But we're going to talk about a few important things that you're going to want to take care of here in the next little less than 48 hours. We'll call it, you know, what is it exactly? It's pretty much 42 hours because anyone that's just joining the Horizon Festival today, well, what happened? Hold on a second, people. Hold on a second here. I swear there's something up with my browser here or something. You know, I've looked into, too, the white screen of injustice thing, which some of you guys might not know about. Tried absolutely everything. I've even, like, looked at PC parts and all that stuff. I don't know what the heck is going on with this. But anyways, we got that fixed. I think it should be good now. I just want to show you guys a few of the important things that you're going to want to, like, prioritize doing today and tomorrow, because this festival playlist that you're looking at right here in front of us, this one literally ends, as you can see at the top right, in 1 day, 18 hours, and 15 minutes. And oh my goodness, Gamer Girl and Sir Mano, thank you so much for the super chats. Appreciate you guys. We're close. We're close to no advertisements. 8 out of 10. But you'll notice that timer up there, the 1 day, 18 hours, 14 minutes. Some of you might not even have this unlocked yet, the whole festival playlist. But we just put out a guide today about the playlist and how to do it all and how to unlock it. 2 days ago, we put a guide out how to just unlock everything in the game so you can actually, you know, access all the features. So it's very important that you guys, if you're just starting to play on April 29th, that you go ahead and make sure you get everything done that I've been sharing with you guys, because not only will this playlist be gone in 1 day and 18 hours, which means you won't be able to get the SF90 Stradale, you won't be able to get that Backstage pass, but also in the Forzathon shop is sitting a Wheelspin exclusive car, the Subaru 22B. But John, thank you so much for the super chat. So you're going to want to get one of these bad boys if you don't have it yet. And you probably don't have it if you're just starting to play. So you got to make sure you save up 900 Forzathon points, though, which is another thing we haven't even gotten to talk about yet. But tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming again, and it will be on my PlayStation. And I am going to literally go through and do everything that we need to do to get this stuff done. It's going to be crazy. It's definitely going to take some time, but we're going to do what we have to make sure that we get all of the stuff unlocked. The other thing here is the Backstage Pass. And Gerpag, yes it is. April 29th, man. Today's the day. You didn't mark your calendar? You didn't save the date? Come on now, man. Come on now. What's up, Draco? Welcome to the stream. But the Subaru 22B wheel spin exclusive, the Horizon Backstage Pass, 40 points for another Horizon Backstage Pass, and the SF90 Stradale. Those are all things that you want to make sure you get before that 1 day, 18 hours, and 12 minutes from right now while this stream is live. Because if you don't, again, you're not going to have another chance for a while. Now, the other thing is, too, the Horizon Backstage, there's a vote over here. Now, I think I forgot to do something. I might need to do something real quick. And by the way, you guys better smash that like button. And thank you so much to Mr. Matthew. And, you know, that you guys just killed it. You knocked it right out the park. No advertisements has officially been unlocked for the entire stream. But we didn't vote here yet, because we didn't know for sure what the next festival playlist was going to look like. And also, this was a really tricky vote, just what's going on here. The Ferrari's a wheel spin car. Every other car is a true rare exclusive. So I wasn't really sure, because the Audi on the right is definitely my favorite, but the two cars on the left are probably more rare. But I want to talk about another thing, and again, we did just talk about it in today's recent upload, but the thing is, if you go over to the festival playlist, in summer, autumn, and winter, so not just, you know, this day and 18 hours, but the next 2 weeks also, you'll have a chance to vote for the festival playlist that is coming up next. Now, both of these for Xbox and PC players are already, you know, playlists that we've done, but things are going to look a little different. The rewards are going to look a little different, and that's actually what I need to pop up and show you guys, because unfortunately, I forgot to do it before this stream. That was one thing that slipped my mind. But the Horizon Rush Takeover and Midnights at Horizon. Let's talk about this real quick before we do anything else, because we do have the official information for the cars that are going to be in each of these, and I'm telling you right now, Midnights at Horizon is the way to go. But let's review the history first, right? So if you go all the way back, and not Midnight Muscle, we're looking for Midnights at Horizon, which we're in, what, series 40... We're on 46 right now with Cinco de Mayo, which of course just started 5 days ago. But let's look for Midnights at Horizon, just so you can see the original one. And you can do this on PlayStation as well. You can go look at the playlist history, which will be weird because you'll have 0% completion for everything. But Midnights at Horizon, it was series 19. And here's the prizes. Well, that's interesting. Look at that. The backstage vote, 911 GT3 RS 4.0. Right there in Midnights at Horizon. Noted. Okay. Aventador J here. Now keep in mind, what you see on this old playlist is not exactly what we're going to see on the new one, because there's backstage passes now at 40 points. So it changes how things are going to look. Plus the Rimac, I think, is an auto show car now, if I'm not mistaken. So also have the Ital Design Zero Una. And why is the... I don't remember this being here like this. The Rally Adventure was in the front. Did you guys remember that? Because I honestly did not remember that. But the Forzathon stuff, of course. This was the Stock Showdown playlist, the M518. There was a treasure hunt here. Oh, yeah, the Neon Tanks, too. That'll be pretty cool. So let's go to Autumn then, though. Audi R8. Wheel spin exclusive. The Cadillac CT5 Blackwing. That's a true exclusive. So hopefully we'll see that. And we're going to talk about it here very soon. Yo, how about the Lexus LC500? This is a car that a lot of people have wanted and have missed. So, and we're not just talking about PlayStation people. We're talking about Xbox and PC. So hopefully we'll see that. The ATS GT, another one. But again, that will be a backstage pass. I guess Rally Adventure was in the beginning of all this, though. The expansions, you have to unlock those separately. So it is what it is. But yeah, I figured this was when it was introduced. But I just did not remember them being listed in the front there. But Spring Radical is a wheel spin car. The CT4 Blackwing is a festival playlist exclusive. So those are the cars in Midnights at Horizon, or some of them that might be showing up. But again, I'm going to confirm with you everything that will be there. And I got to check if there's an in-game message too, because I don't think there is. But what was the other one? Other one is this one right here, Series 5. Wow. And Glenn, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate you. But the Horizon Rush Takeover is the other option. Now, what cars are in here? The Mini Cooper Forza Edition. Now, that's a rare one. The 917, is that a wheel spin car? I don't even remember. What's up, Dutch Junk? Welcome, and welcome to all new viewers just tuning in. Be sure to drop in chat, too. What platform are you guys playing on? Are you from PlayStation? Are you from Xbox? Are you from PC? But summer season... Zonda, maybe a wheel spin car. I don't even remember for sure. The KTM Crossbow GT4 is an exclusive. Toyota 4Runner, if you like off-roading, that's definitely pretty good. The FXXK, I think that's a wheel spin car. Either that or maybe these are just expensive auto show cars, honestly. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. But if you start to play on PS5, yes, you will have to start over. But then we got the Noble M600, which is definitely... a nice, really nice exclusive. And then the GTR, man. The GTR Nismo, the 2020. So that's a pretty hot commodity right there. Mugen Civics and Midnight Battles, so you don't even have to worry about that. That is not an exclusive anymore. Just want to point that out. I thought so. These looked like... because when I saw this, I'm like, that's an auto show car. I know for a fact. That, I thought might be a wheel spin car, but that might just be an auto show car too. So they definitely did not always have the best of prizes in here. What's the spring units in the settings? I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest with you. You're going to have to elaborate a little bit further. But just going based on the history, I don't think Rush is better than Midnights at Horizon. But, hold on, give me a second, because I want to put a little pop-up here. I got something for you. I got something for you here. It just, I need to, like, get it again, but... I saw that they actually did post the restrictions for this. The problem is, for some reason, I didn't actually save it here. So let me see if I can find it real quick. So I just want to make sure. Is this it? No, this is the old one. Maybe I never did screenshot it. Maybe I just looked at it. Yeah, not a lot of people do have patience. I'm being patient with you guys, smashing that like button too. But hello, JN. Man, it's been a while since I've seen you on a stream. I guess you're done with their tax season, huh? All right, so let me find this again, because this is really important. This is like, actually, before I even like do all that, what am I doing? Let me check the in-game, because this was not here the last time I looked, but let's see. No, they still haven't added the in-game message that talks about what the cars would be. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. And by the way, too, just want to ask, because nobody said anything yet, I was waiting to see, but does anyone notice, like, anything different in terms of visuals on the stream, like the gameplay, the colors, anything compared to the normal usual streams? Because I did find some things out when we were working on the project, which, by the way, if you didn't see, we were actually featured on the official Forza channel today. But on my end, it looks a lot different. I don't know when it comes through a stream, because there's a couple things that happened, and we'll talk about it here in just a second. But let me find the restrictions here. I goofed up, boys. This is on me. I totally forgot to take a screenshot of this, but I know for a fact that they posted it. But there's been so many social media posts lately because of obviously everything that's been going on here with PlayStation and all that. But I found it. I found it, boys. You just got to give me a second. Just got to give me 1 second so I can actually pop this up here. We have the official cars that will be in the next festival playlists, depending on which we vote for, of course. So let me get this onto the stream so we can talk about it and show you guys here. But I haven't changed the face cam at all, no. Believe it or not, no, I have not changed the face cam. I mean, this is normal, and then this is normal. That has not changed. It's interesting that you guys don't notice it, because there was, on my end, it looked like very different. Now, I'm not talking even about the PlayStation difference, because I think there is a difference there too, but we're talking about just straight, like, I don't know, just let me drive around a little bit more again. Like, does anything in color-wise or graphics-wise or detail-wise look different to you? Because on my end, it's different, for sure. Like, I know for a fact what I'm looking at looks way different than what I used to look at. But, again, you know, with stream bitrate and whatever, all that kind of stuff, who knows if you could actually see it. But PlayStation 5 Pro looks really good, too. And, again, we'll be playing on PlayStation again tomorrow. And ISO, so there is an achievement. I showed that in my video today. If you get 100% completion on the festival playlist, which I used to always do. just for fun, but I stopped since like these aren't going to be truly new to Xbox and PC anymore. But otherwise, no. Otherwise, no. Well, Draco, that's a good thing, because I'd hope that that would just kind of be a result of it. But the face cam does not change that. That's the funny thing too. It's funny that was what you guys pointed towards. But all right, yeah. Well, see, that's the thing too. It depends like what you watch on a little small phone. You might not even see anything. Let me just get this up here. I have to like adjust. Hopefully my computer won't white screen of injustice when I do this. I just have to adjust this real quick so you can see the pop-up. And this is from the official Forza accounts. And I'm actually very happy with where we're headed. The direction we're headed with the next festival playlist, most likely. So just need like 2 more seconds here. Alright, so this will be saved. And then we can pop it up. I guess that'll be for... Damn, it's gonna... Do you guys realize that we are 2 days away from May already? 2 days away from May. I mean... the time flies, boys. The time really does fly. But alright, I got this. I got this thing right here. Hold on. Alright, we can switch this because this doesn't matter. Alright, we're close. We're so close, boys. I appreciate your patience. I goofed up by not having this ready. I literally was like in my head earlier. I was like, I need to have this ready. Alright, I'm gonna have to make an adjustment here. Oh god, look at how small it is. Alright, so boys, look at what we have here. We have the official car rewards for these 2 upcoming festival playlists. We'll plop it right in the middle of the 2. So Horizon Rush Takeover, the Mini Cooper Forza Edition, will be staying. Let's actually just look at the history real quick so we can compare. So the Horizon Rush, that's all the way back to Series 5. So they actually changed something, I think, because it was the 917. So the Forza Edition Mini staying there. That's a rare car, so people are going to want that. It is electric, by the way. But they swapped the Porsche, looks like, for the Ford Letterman Racing Fiesta, which we'll get to in a second here. Let me just finish. Then they got the KTM Crossbow, so that's still there. Then it'll be a Backstage Pass, no Pagani. Then it'll be... Where did the Toyota 4Runner go? What the heck's that all? The Mini X-Raid Countryman, come on. Whatever. Noble M600 will still be there. Mercedes-Benz will be a Backstage Pass. What? They took the GTR Nismo out too? Bruh. Hell no. There ain't no way that you guys can vote for this playlist. There ain't no way. This is not the answer, boys. The answer, the correct vote, is the Horizon. Where is it? Midnights at Horizon, boys. You want to know why? Look at the rewards that are listed there. Okay, so you know what happened here? They took the Porsche 911 GT3 RS 4.0 out because it's in the current Backstage vote. So I think they actually heard our, constructive criticism from the other weeks. The Aventador J they took out, though. The 2018 DeBerti Ford Mustang GT, which I don't even remember if that is I think that is an exclusive, but it's only been out once or twice. Then the Navara was replaced with, it looks like, the Audi RS7 Sportback, which that is phenomenal. The Ital design is in the auto show now, so that'll be a Backstage Pass. Then, or wait, no, wait a minute. No, I totally goofed. Totally goofed. The DeBerti design and the Audi RS7 Sportback are here, the series prizes. Can you guys tell I'm tired? I haven't gotten much sleep lately. Then the summer season, the Audi RS6 Avant will be replacing the Navara, then a Backstage Pass. Then the Cadillac CT5 Blackwing is actually staying here. Audi R8 will not be, though. That will be a Backstage Pass. I think that car is in the Backstage, though, isn't it? Is it in the Backstage? We'll take a peek in a second. LC500 is staying. ATS GT will be a Backstage Pass, though, and then the CT4 Blackwing is staying, and then the Radical will turn into a Backstage Pass. So, guys, there's no question in my mind, 100%. You vote for Midnights at Horizon. I'm not voting today because I actually want to cover this in a short video. Exactly what we just did, pretty much. So, yeah. That's that, boys. That's that. You vote Midnights at Horizon. There's not even a question. But the Backstage, though, as you can see here, has actually, wait a minute. So let me pop this back up again. The Audi RS6 Avant. It's on the right side of the Backstage with the wheel spin car, the 458. Midnight's at Horizon is going to win. There is no way that people are going to vote for the other one unless they just don't know the car rewards, because it doesn't show you in the game. So I could be wrong, but since they took the 4.0 out, the E55 AMG is nowhere to be found. So that actually changes what I want to vote for in the Backstage completely, because we're not going RS6 if it's going to be in the playlist potentially. We're not going for a wheel spin car, so we're not voting right, boys. We're going left. 4.0 and AMG, lock it in. That's what we're voting for this week. We're really late in the week here, but we finally got our answer, boys. We finally got our answer, so that's what we're voting for there. Hopefully that helps everybody decide what they want to vote for, though. That's all the information I can give you about it. But let's see, just catching up on chat here a little bit, because I didn't get to see for a while here. And are you guys having trouble connecting to online servers? Is that what's happening? What sucks, Draco? What you got for me? Spike! Thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. And Tom, you have to have PlayStation Plus to play online in this game. And Alex, I literally covered that in a video here recently, the unlocking online. You have to complete your first Horizon Adventure Expedition. So at the top right, where mine says like 1,000,000 accolade points, if you see new adventure chapter, you should have it unlocked. There should be like a 1 over Horizon Adventure 2, where you go in here, then you have to pick one of the expeditions. So you can see Tulum's right here, Jungle's right here, or Baja Expedition right there. If you guys do that, you will unlock online. Honestly, you should have had online before that, I think, too. But again, you need to have PlayStation Plus, though, too. That's another big thing that is very important. And, oh yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. I totally forgot. So, Backstage-wise, the GTR Nismo that they took out, it is here. You know, we gave them more constructive criticism, and we're forgetting the reasons as to why. I was like, why did they remove some of these cars? So they actually did a fantastic job making sure that nothing in the Backstage is showing up in these playlist votes. And it's interesting, actually, because these two cars, the 4C and the GTR, were put in here as an apology for some issues that this game was having weeks ago. But hello, Marco. Welcome to the stream. So we're learning some things here, boys. We're really learning some things. This is good. We're making some good progress here. But, all right. So, anyways, that's that. We voted for the Backstage. I told you what to vote for the festival playlist. We're going to be doing that. But now let's get into the main stuff that I actually wanted to talk about here today, and some of the tips for day one on PlayStation. We didn't get into stuff as quick as I would have liked to, but oh god, tell me we ain't doing no parade floats. So guys, once you progress, and again, if you watch my 2 recent videos here, you're going to be at the point that we're kind of at here. You're going to have the festival playlist unlocked, you'll be able to play. But the thing is, you're going to need Forzathon points to get the Subaru 22B, which I, of course, on this account on my Xbox have enough. So I'm going to buy this because it is a rare wheel spin car, and I have, you know, a couple points to throw around there, right? You can only buy 1 per week in these Forzathon shops, though. But the timer on the Forzathon shop is the same as the seasons. You can see at the bottom right there, it says 1 day, 17 hours. This will completely change. The wheel spins are always there. The Backstage Pass is always there, but the hot deal, the car, will be different. The horn will be different. The emote will be different. Sometimes those will be clothing or something like that. And then the other car can also be different. So you got to save up your Forzathon points. And we're going to show you guys how to do that tomorrow on stream, because I'm going to literally play on PlayStation and do everything from scratch in 1 day, which is going to be interesting. But we did already get 20 points because we streamed on Thursday on Xbox. We took care of business. I think that was before even early access, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because 25th was Friday. Yeah, so we did that before even premium edition people got their early access on PlayStation. But the SF90 Stradale is a rare exclusive car. If you don't get it in summer, which again, you have 1 day and 17 hours from now to do these 20 points, you probably aren't going to see it again for a while. Now, there might be some in the auction house or something like that. But the Horizon Backstage Pass for 40 points, if you can get it, great. If you can't, it's not a huge deal because, of course, every week you're going to have an opportunity to get Backstage Passes. But 40 points for a Backstage Pass here. 1,000 Forzathon points for a Backstage Pass there. in the Forzathon shop. So you can get 2 per week, and of course 2 new cars get added into the Horizon Backstage every single week. So you're going to be behind on these. I have 59 saved up. It will be 60, of course, once we get our 40 points, which we're going to do here live on stream today on my Xbox account, just to kind of show it. Then again, tomorrow we'll go on the PlayStation and do everything from pretty much scratch. Now, it's interesting, though, because I think I did my monthly rivals on my Xbox account, and then it completed it on my PlayStation account. Like, somehow certain things seem to be connected, even though it's completely different saves, or apparently it's completely different saves. I don't know, because there's definitely things that don't transfer over, like the money, the accolades, the backstage passes, the cars. But I've seen some weird things happening. But these are all the cars that, and there's the Audi R8 that I was talking about, but these are all the cars in the backstage currently. I'm definitely going to make a video about this at some point, because obviously this is probably going to be pretty hard for you to make some decisions, but I'll be able to help you kind of, you know, cancel some out, because some of these cars are not rare enough to even go after, and some of them could be, you know, in the backstage or in the Forzathon shops or festival playlists or whatever moving forward, which it doesn't look like anything in here will be, because again, they seem to be removing things that end up here. But this is going to be the best spot long term to get things that you're missing as you kind of progress through the game. So it's going to be pretty interesting. But hey, there's not just newbies around here, but Run for Roses, thank you so much for subscribing, and hello Bing, welcome to the stream. But I guess let's just start rolling through the playlist a little bit here. So we did a couple dailies so far. Now, these daily challenges, when they release, you have a full 7 days to do them. So they have a timer. You can see, you know, one will activate in 17 hours because they release 1 per day. And hello, Wayne, welcome to the stream. But also, another thing I'd like to point out too, I don't know if there's any left, but you could actually go back to the old playlist into the final season, and they might all be expired now, which they are. But you literally can do these late, because again, they have a 7-day timer. That does not change when the series or season ends. You can definitely go back to the previous week and do the ones that are still active. So just a little pro tip there, a little extra tip. But these are all expired now because it's been more than a week. So the current playlist, the one thing, and I had to wear the Volkswagen shirt again, because I remember the other day I wanted to, but we're going to do the weekly Forzathon here, but I'm actually going to build this Volkswagen right now with you guys, just so you can kind of get an idea of how I build cars and what I like to do. So we're going to go for 40 points. We're going to hit that backstage pass, because then we'll be good to go on this account on my Xbox. And then, like I said, tomorrow we'll be on PlayStation 5 Pro, and it will be the first time that I actually try to invite people over on PlayStation to join me in-game in online multiplayer. So I'm pretty excited to do that too, and just kind of see how it's going to work with Xbox players, but then also with PlayStation players as well. So, and Gary, we are not on the PS5 today. We are on the Xbox, but I do have a PS5 Pro, and we have been playing on it, so we'll be doing that again tomorrow. But just to kind of break down how we got to 24 points already. So the dailies are worth 1 point each, so there's 3 points. The trial is 10. We did that on Thursday, and we're going to do it again tomorrow on the other account. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that, because you do need to get to the Hall of Fame. It's either the Hall of Fame or you join someone in the Hall of Fame. But that's 13 points. The championship is worth 5, so that's 18. Treasure Hunt, covered it in a video. That is worth 3, so I think that puts us up to the 21. And then the photo challenge is 2 points, I believe, so that's 23. And then the monthly rivals counts for 1 point for each season. So you can see we have 1 point in every season that's not even unlocked yet, because the monthly challenges literally are monthly challenges, so they count for every season. But it's 1 point each season, 4 total points, 23 plus 1, 24, and then 24, 25, 26, 27, all the seasons count up towards what you see here in the series screen. So that's kind of how the point system works and how that all goes. But let's show you how to complete an event now. So we need to get into the 1983 Volkswagen Golf GTI. Now keep in mind, when you do the weeklies, the chapters have to be done in order. You can't skip chapter 1 and go right to chapter 3 first. You have to do chapter 1, which is easy. Find the car, get into it, drive it, literally an inch forward or something like that. So I don't know if I have this car or not. Well, let's see. And I have seen some people asking about this weekly, like some people might be having issues or something. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to have an issue, but it looks like I have never driven this car. Let me just double check that. If I haven't driven it, I probably did for a Forzathon in the past, but I never actually like truly built it. So it looks like it's this bad boy right here, boys. Look at this, fresh off the dealership lot, the 1983 GTI, which, wait a second. You guys see I'm wearing the Volkswagen shirt. What's on the back of this? I don't even remember. Is that the 1983 GTI? I won't be able to see it. You guys are going to have to let me know. There's a chance, though. It's definitely an older GTI. Somebody's got to let me know. But all right, let's get into this bad boy. So first thing, you just get into it. And if you don't own it, it's 20,000 credits. This is an auto show car. Just want to throw it out there. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. It might be. I don't know if it said the year on the back there or anything like that. But all right, let's get into this thing, though. So once you get into it, and by the way, too, just a reminder in case you're just tuning in, I am using today the Horizon 5 limited edition controller, which you have not seen in a while. By the way, in the lighting in the office right now, too, it looks so cool. Like, I might start using this a little bit more often when I'm on Xbox, but okay, so it sounds like it's not the same one. By the way, look at how cool this thing is, though, boys. I actually really like this weekly Forzathon. So this thing starts in the lowest class in the game, D class. Now, the first thing that I like to do when I'm going to build a car is just drive it stock a little bit. Like, actually appreciate what this thing was from the factory and, you know, just kind of see what everything looks like inside too. Like, it's so cool driving these older cars, and they do such a good job with, like, the graphics and everything. So, again, we're playing on Xbox Series X today. And the first thing you got to do for Chapter 1, you'll notice we got into it. But Chapter 1's still not complete because it says own and drive. But Shark Boy, thank you so much for subscribing. So, you gotta move it. Ready? Watch how quick this happens, though. There it is. VW Caribe complete. So there's Chapter 1. That's it. That's literally Chapter 1. Hello, Ian. Welcome to the stream. Chapter 2, though, is to win a street race. Now, I could leave this thing bone stock and do this. You do not need to spend money on upgrades if you don't want to. Just want to point that out. By the way, a little fun tip too. If you guys type in !join, you'll be able to see about the channel memberships around here. If you guys haven't seen, I'm sure you've seen on some of the recent videos we've been putting at the end of the video. We've got 4 different tiers, and really helps support the streams when you guys become a member as well. And by the way, too, you're slacking with the smashes on that like button, boys. We need to hit the 50 spot. And you know what's funny? This stream, it's almost like YouTube didn't tell anybody that it was happening. Like, it started really, really slow. But finally, people are starting to realize that I'm live, which is good. Don't know why that is, because usually streams are not like that. It might be because I uploaded already today, but who knows? Who knows, boys? You never know with the YouTube algorithm, truly. But thank you to all the people that are here and joining in. And hey, the Xbox One, damn, yo, you gotta upgrade, man. The Series X and the PS5 Pro, if you can get into the new consoles, they're beautiful. But all right, so like I said, though, could leave it stock. You don't need to spend money on upgrades. You just gotta win, and it's pretty easy to win. Now, since you need a street race for this, though, that's actually something that I don't know if you'll have on your map on PlayStation, so let's pretend you don't. You can definitely filter for street races, and they are like street races. They're a separate thing. They're not road and they're not drag. They are street races. Now, the thing about these is they don't unlock, they don't show on your map until you do the Horizon street scene street racing expedition. So this is what, like, the last one listed. You can't do this initially. The first 3 options are only Baja, Wilds, and Apex, but you can go here and choose street scene next. Now, on my PlayStation account, I already have another adventure unlock token, so it'll probably be this one right here. And that's what you're gonna have to do. It's the first one, Guanajuato Expedition. Make sure you unlock that, do that, and that will be the way that you unlock street races, just in case you don't have them for you know, the weekly challenge. And you can actually see too, Horizon Street Scene. It shows the little logo there on the kind of middle right of your screen. And oh no, Sir Mano, you better fix it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Another thing too, you might be able to like join me. Let's just say tomorrow when we play on PlayStation. Like, I'm gonna unlock Street Scene for sure, because it's my favorite thing. Really, just can't pick it first. But I could even come back on my Xbox account and bring you guys in for a street race if anybody's tied up and not able to do chapter 2 of the weekly. So just want to throw that out there. But before we go do that, I'm just going to build the car to the top of Delta class, the stock class, which I always like to build cars to the top of the class for racing. Whatever the stock class is, I just feel like they always can perform well there. And I'm going to do a blind build here. I'm not really going to drive it much because I just want to get out there. But you can always look at your tuning settings. Now, I try and avoid tuning because I just don't like spending time tuning. And sometimes you're going to need to tune some things to make a car feel right. But there are a lot of cars that you can actually get away with literally not tuning anything. You just need to actually upgrade it and upgrade it properly. So keep in mind, this thing is front-wheel drive. That's the first thing you should know about it. So it's going to drive a little different than rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Now, I never engine swap. I never drive train swap. And the reason for that is I like to just experience what a car is from the factory, the uniqueness of front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. I will aspiration swap sometimes, but I don't know if I'm going to do that with this car or not. I don't think for Delta class that it's going to be the best idea. Now, the other thing you can do, some cars will have customization, and this just so happens to be one of them, which is pretty cool. So we got a couple different VW bumpers, and honestly, I think I like the stock one the best. So we're not going to change that. We got a Forza Wang spoiler. I don't ever like to use the Forza Aero because I just don't really think it looks good, and it's definitely not necessary to make your cars good, but you know, I'm going to just stick with the stock bumpers. This car's customization isn't that great, to be honest with you, just based on what we've seen here so far, but we're going to bounce out of there just to show you, though. That's where you're going to access customization. Some cars will have wide body kits and different body kit parts, but some of them will maybe be poor, like this one's, or some cars will not have it, though. Not every... Guys, there's 900 plus cars in this game, and they're all like officially real-world licensed cars for the most part, so they're not going to have customization for literally everything. But some cars like a Ferrari doesn't really need it, or a Lamborghini, stuff like that. Now for Delta class, I usually will stay on stock tires, and I don't even think I don't even think we could fit anything. You could put drag tires, but obviously that's probably not ideal for this. You can do tire width, which is something that is very helpful for sure with grip. Now, considering this thing is front wheel drive, I'm kind of thinking about it maybe, but I also know that we're in Delta class, so I'll do a little bit. We'll put a little bit there. An interesting thing too, sometimes putting upgrades on can actually downgrade the PI, so you might notice the number at the top of your screen next to my gamer tag. It says D class 428, so again, D or Delta class is the lowest class in the game. The top of the class is 500, and each one it'll be like C, then B, it'll just be, you know, 600, 700, it'll just go up 100 points for each class. Now, we put on a couple upgrades. At the bottom of your screen, you can see we're at 431. So our goal is to get to 500. Now, you'll notice that putting thicker rear tires with this car being front-wheel drive actually lowers the PI, but in my opinion, it doesn't usually hurt things too much. It does add weight because the tires are bigger, but we're going to stick with that, and there's another flashbang. Oh no, not again, boys, not again. One day we'll get this figured out. One day. We'll see what happens. What's up, Johnny? Hey, I thought you weren't a member anymore. What happened? You're still a member as far as I can see. But Frankie, thank you so much for subscribing. All right, so let me just make sure that's good. All right, so you can change the wheels on the car if you want to, which I will actually do because I'm not huge on these. I mean, they're not horrible, but I mean, those are actually really nice. Heck, I don't even got to search too long. There's a ton of wheels in this game. I don't want to spoil them all for you, but just to show you a couple, I mean, you can really make a car look a lot different and a lot better. These wheels look pretty good too. I mean, maybe I'll go with those actually. I feel like these kind of look crispier with this car. I don't want to spend a ton of time on the wheels though, but there's a ton of wheels in here and they keep adding stuff, which is awesome. I'm very upset because this car in particular does not have spacers. You can actually make the tires, you know, kind of sit flush with fenders and stuff, but not every car has it. This is one that does not, unfortunately. Then we're going to look, we already looked at the transmission. I actually thought it looked pretty good, and that's something we'll talk about another time, because that definitely is something that does involve tuning. A little bit of weight reduction stuff. You can also tune your differential if you want to, but in Delta class, I don't feel like it's necessary. And again, I try to avoid tuning. It's just very time consuming. Now, for brakes, it never hurts to put on like a first tier brake or something. It doesn't add much PI. You can lower your car for sure on different springs. Race, of course, will be something that you can tune in the tuning settings. The other ones are not tunable. They're just kind of standard, you know, just lowering springs. But I think we definitely need to lower the car, huh? I think we'll just go on street springs because we are about to do a street race. So I think that just checks out and makes perfect sense. We could do roll bars. You can put in a roll cage if you want to, which you can see visually. I don't think you can see the first two stages, but if you put in the full race chassis, you of course will see that in there, which is a pretty cool option. I think I'll go with the sport roll bars, and again, these aren't tunable. You can put the race ones on if you're looking for tunability and stuff like that. You could also do weight reduction. Now, this is a front-wheel drive car, so having weight in the front I think is actually kind of helpful, so that's why I'm not even going to do this in this particular scenario, because more weight above the tires that are, you know, the drivetrain is going to equal a little bit more grip usually. But how do you play with friends? So you should be able to just, oh, you got a gifted membership, Johnny. What's up, Crazy Toxic Eddie? But you should be able to, well, first of all, you need PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live. That's the big first thing. And then to play with friends, you just have to progress not too far in. It just basically, I think you get your first player house, and then you should be able to unlock all the online features. We covered that in a video a couple days ago. If you check the channel, it's titled like how to unlock everything, because it will unlock all the features and everything. But all right, so the final thing is just to basically make the car faster, add power. So I always like to do an exhaust upgrade, and you can listen to this. I don't know if it'll change anything, but listen. That definitely changed. Yeah, so all the exhausts do change the sound. So we'll go with the full race exhaust, because this is a street car, right? I mean, that's the first upgrade a lot of people do. Second one, probably an intake, and this should change sound a little bit too. Not much, but you can notice it a little bit. So we'll go with that. And then we just got to figure out a way to get it to the top of the class, because we're getting pretty close. So we'll try the valves. There we're at 495, and then it's going to be tough now to actually get this to the top of C class without going over, as you can tell. So I might actually, should I, nah, maybe take away the tire width, because it doesn't make a huge difference. That was only like one profile size. So let me just see if we can get it to the top of the class now. Nope, we're still at 502. There's got to be something, boys. We might have to finagle something too. I might have to just go here and then here. All right, so 497. We're getting closer. I have to just go down to this stage here. 499. All right, we can work with 499. Then we can just add it. So if you're ever looking for like 1 PI to just, you know, finish off the top of the class, sometimes the drive line, as you can see, we just put that on. That can be good. Another one is the flywheel. They're just very minor upgrades that don't, you know, change things a lot. So that's what we're going to do. And there you have it. We are at the top of D class. And, you know, it's always good to try and do a balanced build. You want to add grip, you want to add power, you know, you want to be able to brake, you need to be able to do everything. So it's all about feel, though. You go drive the car, race it, see what it's feeling like, and, you know, just kind of go from there. But we'll start with that. I'm usually pretty decent at my initial builds, so we'll see how this thing goes. But I also do usually try to, you know, like, drive the car first and everything. So you can also go to the car mastery, and you can unlock perks for it if you want to. You don't have to do this. There is a street racing thing right here for 20% extra XP, though. So if you press Y on Xbox, at least, it will unlock everything here. And I have plenty of skill points, so we'll just do that. Why not? Custom tuning, I am not going to change anything here. There's nothing tunable that we put on, which is actually the good thing, because it'll just make it simpler. And we're done. I mean, all I'm going to do is just paint the car real quick, too. Let's see if we can actually put on a better color than silver. Maybe there, I don't know if there's going to, oh yeah, there's definitely, something's got to check out here. Ooh, I kind of like the green. That dark green kind of matches with the front grille, too. I didn't realize this thing has like a stripe on it, too, at the bottom there, the black stripe. Yeah, I'm feeling the green. It's just something different. Let's see what the paint, you can also paint different groups sometimes. And what happened? Oh, you can actually paint the front grille there. Yo, that's sick. Yeah, if I gotta go black, that looks even better. Plus, I think it removed the stripe that was on the side. Looks like it did. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tough green color to see, but you can paint all the different aspects of your car, though. I really feel like the only other thing I maybe need to do is the calipers, and then it never hurts to put tints on there, right? So the car looks a lot different than it did when we first got into it already, and we didn't even, you know, do a ton to it. So, and absolutely, up there's player-made tunes for sure. What's up, Ghost Rider? Welcome to the stream. And Giuseppe, I have not actually played multiplayer on my PS5 yet, but it's cross-play, so it really shouldn't feel or look any different. Like, it'll literally just be, you know, pretty much the same thing. So, but all right, we got our Volkswagen built, which again, you didn't even need to do this. You could just go drive it stock, but we're going to take it out to a street race. Hey, look, a level 2. They must be a PlayStation player. And we're just going to go try to win a street race. Now, the cool thing is, too, about when you do these weekly Forzathons, you don't even need to, like, you know, put it on the hardest difficulty or anything. You can just go ahead and use an easy setting and you don't have to worry about it. But I'm going to put it on, like, a mid-tier setting. And again, we're on chapter 2 here. Just win a street race, in any street race. So we'll just go to this one because it's close. Why not? We'll cruise on over. We'll drive on over. And Sean, thank you so much for subscribing. I'm just going to cut over here because I blew the turn, boys. I blew it. Soiled it. And by the way, thank you to all the new subscribers around here too. Hello, sir. Andy, welcome to the stream. We are very, very close to 102,000 subscribers. And we just hit 100,000. You know, I think we were at 101,101 like on Saturday. So we jumping, boys. We jumping numbers here. But all right, let's go do a street race. This will be very interesting too if you've never seen a street race before. And the reason I say that is you never know what to expect from traffic. And so you can either, yeah, we'll just do like a normal thing. So we could, dude, there's like this glitch where it scrolls over an extra time when you're hovering over this and it just happens. But you can either just go into the standard race or you can actually create a blueprint and you can kind of just make it like, you know, so this Golf is in retro hatch category. So we're just going to go with that. Then of course we're in Delta class, which again is the lowest. You can see all the classes here just go up by 100 points until you get to S2 and X class, of course, which are the crazy highest classes. But we are in the bottom class, D500. And we'll put it on, we'll do expert, actually we'll do highly skilled drivatars. You could just put one if you wanted to, make it really easy, but we'll do clear conditions. We'll do evening. Traffic is on. You can turn the traffic off if you want to, though, for racing. You can turn the music off. These are all the customizations you have for races. Legends never die. Thank you so much for subscribing. But, all right, we'll publish this bad boy, which I have a lot of these published because I always make blueprints. But, and then here we go. There's our little 1983 Golf GTI. And we're ready to full send it, boys. Front wheel drive. And one more time while this is loading in, I feel like I gotta show ya. We got the VW shirt on for a reason today. Makes perfect sense, right? But all right. Let's full send it, boys. And you better smash that like button. We just need 9 more. Question is, can we get the dub? Got that launch control, which helps with the front wheel drive and the rear wheel drive a lot. Now let's see if this puppy has enough power. I like the green color though too, it's unique. I always like to use unique colors that like other people don't have, you know, especially when I do like OEM colors. I don't always need to have a crazy livery on my car, so. And these Volkswagens are all really moving, huh? Yo, chill, man. Chill with it, man. Get out of my way, man. And yes, that was me that beeped. Oh, look at that ugly wang slowing him down on the top end. There we go, boys. First place. This little VW can purr a little bit. It actually is perfectly fine, too, without the thicker tires. Don't even need them. You know, it actually feels amazing to be using this controller, too, because my other one is, like, so worn out. Alright, we got a heavy turn here. Gotta be ready for it. I like this thing though, it drives nice. Very smooth, especially for front wheel drive, because sometimes front wheel drive cars can feel a little bit awkward, I guess we'll say. But this thing, this is nice, boys. It actually reminds me of Midnight Club Los Angeles a little bit too, using this car. I don't remember if it's this exact model, but there's a VW starter car. And it just kind of, it's actually a great first weekly Forzathon for PlayStation players, because you're basically in a starter car. A true starter car, right? Not a Toyota Supra, or a Corvette C8, or a Ford Bronco. Oh God. I should have done daytime conditions, because then we could have seen the green a little bit. It just looks like black, basically. I think I had this set for a rolling time too, so I went from late evening to nighttime in the matter of, what, 3 minutes? That's a really cool interior. The windshield wiper bouncing around. The details are incredible, man. But there you have it. Winning a street race. Very simple. And again, you can pick any street race if you have a preference. If you like one the best, you know, you can pick whatever one you want. But just got to make sure you win. Get that first place, and thank you guys for the 69 smashes on that like button. And that is Chapter 2, Puebla Legacy. So Chapter 3 now is to get 5 stars total from speed zones. Now, again, you could do this stock. You just need to get 1 star 5 times, or you can do 2 or 3, of course. So speed zones, I mean, there's a lot of speed zones you can pick from, and I don't have to leave this in D class. I obviously could just go ahead and, you know, make it a higher class and probably be done in 2 runs, but we'll try to do it in 3 runs with the D-Class car. Now, remember that any orange roads are dirt roads, and front-wheel drive street car, you know, we're probably not trying to do dirt speed zones like these ones here, but there are road ones all over the place. Let's see, 90 miles per hour, 105 miles per hour, 75 miles per hour. I'm trying to find one that has like a low 2-star goal, because that's probably the best way we could try to do this in D class. We'll make this like a little challenge here, because then if I can't get this and have to do it a bunch of times, you know, to make it better for you guys, I'm sure, out there. Let's see, 80 miles per hour. See, some of these aren't going to happen because they're like so high speeds, but I'm looking for anything that is road. And honestly, the one that I'm kind of leaning towards, I usually like to do this one, but I'm kind of leaning towards, what was the one that I just saw? I mean, this one I might be able to do because it's such a long straight. I'm kind of thinking about it. But there was, where was the one that was, yeah, see, this one's only 75. Let's try this one, switchbacks. Now, again, too, if you don't have PR stunts on your map, which, by the way, don't forget, like, you should have, I think it's this one right in the beginning without even, you know, doing anything crazy. And Jim, thank you for subscribing. And Jay, what's the best difficulty? I mean, what do you mean, like Drivatar difficulty? Or, because honestly, there's really no best difficulty. It's just every individual person. Where are you at? Like, when you race, are you able to finish top 3 consistently? Are you not, you know? And Trailblazer, how can I answer you when you haven't asked a question? Now I'm going to miss your question. But there's a bunch of good ones, though. I'm going to try this, either the Mountain Pass or the Switchbacks. I'm thinking I'm going to do this one because it's 75. I'm going to start up here because, again, this is like the top, and then we'll be going downhill, and it should give us some momentum. But real quick, too, to just show you, if you don't have all the PR stunts and you'd prefer to like pick the speed zone you do and not just have that one option, you got to do the Horizon Adventure, Horizon Rush PR stunts expedition. So again, you're going to need more unlocks. You're going to have to progress through even further. And that'll be kind of how you get to that stuff. But Auntie, thank you so much for subscribing. And Jay, the only thing to keep in mind with difficulty settings, like, first of all, what I said, you got to make sure that you actually kind of can win races, but also the credit bonus changes when you go either easier or harder. Obviously, easier, you get less of a credit bonus. Harder difficulty, you get more of a credit bonus. So again, you just got to find where you can kind of, you know, get to the top 3, and then you'll be good to go. But it really doesn't, you know, there's no best difficulty. It really doesn't matter. And so Eliminator requires PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live. So everything that's in the online tab, you need to have PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live. So if you can't enter it, it's probably why. Or you didn't progress to the point in the single player where you know, of course, can play those things. But V Lida, thank you so much for subscribing. So, all right, let's do it though. Let's see if my goal here is to get 2 stars, 75 miles per hour. That's the goal, because then we'd only have to do this 3 times versus 5 times. Because we can get 30 miles per hour stock, you know what I mean? Like 1 star is easy. So let's see if we can do it. We'll get a nice run up here, and what an incredible view from here too, huh? But all right, we're almost going 75 already, so that's a good thing. And you can definitely cut corners a little bit too, to help you just kind of maintain momentum. All right, so we're way over the speed. We have one really sharp corner right here. This is going to kind of make or break the run. Literally. So we need to start accelerating. VW, accelerate. Hurry. Hurry. All right, we're doing good. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. Yep, perfect. Look at that, boys. The D class is able to get 2 stars. So we're definitely not going to go up the hill and do that. We're going to start at the top again, which we do have fast travel, so we're going to do. What I'd like to point out, though, is that your progress does get tracked. You can notice it says 2 out of 5 for the chapters there now. So since we're at 2 out of 5, we're only going to have to do that run 2 more times. But what I'm going to do, I'll do 1 more run here, and then I'll try the other speed zone. So we're just going to fast travel back to the top 1 more time, and then we're gonna see if we can successfully get, you know, 2 more stars again. So that would be helpful. That'd be helpful. Let's see if we can do it. And again, you could upgrade your car, make it way faster, and just try and get 3 stars twice, but I kind of like this thing in D class, so we're gonna try and leave it here. Now let's see if we can hold it together here, though. We got to make sure we stay above 75 through the speed zone. Oh god, that wasn't good. That might have just cost us. That might have just cost us, boys. No bueno. It's got to be 75. Oh my god, so close. So you can cut the corners a little bit. Wow. We barely held it together. D class for the win, though, boys. Look at that green, though. That's a nice green. See when the sun actually reflects in it. You can see it a little bit better. All right, so that should put us up to 4. So now we just need 1 more. So we can run any one star for 50 miles per hour. It'd be easy. But let's see if we can get 105 or maybe even 135 here. Let's see what we can do. And Nick the Egg, I actually literally made a full guide breakdown comparing the editions. So I highly recommend you check that out, because I'm not going to be able to explain everything right now like I did in that video. You already missed one of the bonuses of Premium Edition, which was 4 days early access. So simplest thing I can just tell you is, like, are you going to play this game a crap ton and it's going to be your main game? Or are you just going to kind of play it casually and sometimes or whatever? Because Standard has a ton of content, but Premium has like an excessive amount of content. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be busy for a long time. So it's really up to kind of what you're looking for. But again, I break down like all the different, you know, DLCs and features in each of the editions in that video guide. And I can get the link real quick too, or maybe one of my moderators can. If you don't feel like looking through the channel videos. It wasn't too long ago. It was like a month or 2 ago, but oh, I don't think we're going to get 105, boys. Yeah, no, we're not. Dang. All right, we're lucky. We're lucky we picked the other one. So switchbacks ended up being a really good option, because we were able to get 2 stars with our D-Class car. And that was the final star right there. Project Sport Golf. So again, you have to do these chapters in order. Final thing is an ultimate skill chain. So an ultimate skill chain will easiest be done at the highway. So if you have everything on your map and you're like, where the heck is it? It's right here. So original festival, then this whole highway stretch. And the reason is because there's just so much stuff that you can kind of tie together to get stuff going. But hello, Nico. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, if you can't find it, just let us know. We'll find the link for you. But literally just full send it, guys, and smash into everything. Drift around, wreckage skills. I mean, anything that you can do to get skill. And then once you kind of stack your skill score together, the ultimate skill chain, I believe, is 10,000. Well, of course we just banged, so that didn't work. We got to drift a little bit too, boys, because if your skill chain banks, you're not going to get it. The ultimate skill chain, I think, is like 10,000, maybe even 20,000 skill score in a single chain. So you got to make sure that your chain does not bank, and this car clearly doesn't have any extra time multipliers, so you got to keep it going, boys. You got to keep it going. I think it's 20,000 if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while. See, we got that E-drift in there. It's not easy in D-Class to do this. Definitely not easy in D-Class to do this, but we're trying. We're giving it our best effort here, boys. Alright. There's 8,000. No, 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 don't end, don't end, don't end, no! Oh my gosh. It ended. It might be impossible to do it with this right here, but... Anthony, you cannot use in-game voice chat. Unfortunately, there is no in-game voice chat, but... Thank you, Bob, for getting that link. Alright, we're gonna have to do this again. This thing does not get skill score at all, especially in D-Class. So again, it is 20,000 for sure. So you have to get the chain up to 20,000. So not the multiplier, but the 3,000 in yellow right now, 4,000 in yellow. You have to get that up to 20,000 before it banks for the ultimate skill chain. And of course, I completely goofed this. Drift, drift, wreckage, something. It's tough, boys. It's actually so tough. Alright, hold on. We're halfway there. Come on. Come on, VW. Work with me here. Work with me. We're so close. Come on. No, 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 no. Don't soil it. Don't soil it. Oh my gosh, we're so close. Come on, I need like one more skill board here. Landscape. Come on, that right there. Come on, we're so close. Oh my gosh, 19,000. Come on, we need one more, something. Something, no, 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 no. Ooh, no, oh my gosh, I'm lucky I had the perk. Oh my god, there it is. There's the ultimate. Oh my god, dude, that car almost ended the chain at 19,970. Wow, so there it is, 20,000. All the skill chains showed up late, by the way. Did you notice that? But 20,000 is what you need. That was absolutely crazy. And so the thing, yeah, Bebtanian, I think that is going to be the best way, the in-console Discord to talk to people. I don't think you can get into like parties and stuff through the different things. But so remember how I just decided to put on the car mastery, boys? Right here is what saved us. The collisions, the no collisions right there. or I should say 2 collisions, you know, so you can get hit once or crash once or something and you'll still keep your skill chain. Had I not put that on, that traffic car would have ended my career, literally, at 1970. So I'm so happy that did not happen. Man, that would have sucked. What's up, the Punisher? Welcome to the stream. But anyways, guys, I made it look a lot more difficult than it had to be because we stayed in D-Class. But that's your weekly Forzathon. So we're up to 29 points. We're going to go to these next, the daily challenges. So smash 3 picnic tables. We'll get into a different car now. We'll get back into the 20-point prize car, the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. And so picnic table locations is going to be an interesting thing, huh? Something that new players will have no idea about, even though anyone that's played for a long time probably know by now exactly where to go. But one of the spots, it's a low-key spot. And the fact that I can find this through this mesh, right, is right here, this XP board. Right by the Desierto Trail. If you fast travel right here, there's a few picnic tables. And let's see if we can find them and smash them, boys. Because for one of the dailies, that's what you're going to have to do. So picnic tables will look like these right here. Now keep in mind though, you have to smash them directly. And the other thing that, it's actually an unfortunate thing, and there's going to be a little cooldown with the skill I think too, but the daily challenges don't have a tracker for progress. So we smashed one picnic table, but unfortunately, you know, it didn't work. So we're going to try to smash this next one, and again, there's like a cooldown, so you can't necessarily get these skills. So I'm just going to smash both of them. Oh, it actually worked. All right, well, there you go. Sandwich. So that was way easier than I thought it would be, but another good spot. Let's just say you smash those and like one of them doesn't work, and no, now is not a good time for advertisements. They're done with. We ain't doing no advertisements. But like GamerGirl just mentioned, the stadium is another fantastic spot because there's just way more. So if you come here to the stadium, El Estadio Horizon, you'll notice that along the outside of the stadium, there's like a ton of picnic tables here. So are they right behind me? No, we spawned in a terrible location. Not those benches, but not the, well, I think these count too, actually. I think these count as picnic tables too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see the ant food that popped up? But again, there's a slowdown or a cooldown on this skill, so another one didn't pop after we got the first one. But either way, this, well, I guess maybe that's what they all look like here, but there's a couple more. I thought there was some of the normal tables here too, but I'm not seeing the normal tables. Or the ones that look like the ones at the other location, but they all count the same. Those will work too. I guess that is all there is, but you can see what I mean though. There's a ton of them here, so. Anyways, there's that daily. The next one, so we're up to 30 points. That was one more. 9 stars from Trailblazers and 5 drift skills in any Horizon story chapter. So we'll do the Trailblazers first. We'll get into our Hoonigan. I know a lot of PlayStation players have been asking me about how to get Hoonigan cars. So most of them, by the way, none of them I don't think in this game are DLC. You don't have to like actually pay for them, except for this one technically. That's in one of the expansions. But I believe the rest of them are just all regulars. And I do have duplicates of some of these too, so we can definitely try and auction some of them out. But the Hoonigan RS200 is one of the most versatile cars in this game. And Dubai, that's what we doing here. I mean, I've been releasing some videos too. If you check the channel, I have some really helpful videos I put out already that just kind of explains important things about this game. But the easiest Trailblazer in this entire map is the first one that you'll have right from the start. And that's even before you do the Horizon Rush Expedition. It's this one right here. So that's where we're definitely going to go. And we have to get 9 stars, so we have to do it 3 times. Because we will get 3 stars. And the timer on these Trailblazers, it starts at like, say, 40 seconds and it ticks down. So the more time that you have remaining is better. So that's why we're going to do this one. It's just the easiest because it's a straight shot and it's really quick and smooth to do. So let's full send it, boys. Again, we need to do it 3 times to make sure we have at least 15 seconds remaining for each of the runs here. So we're going to full send it. This car is very quick, so I think it started at like what, 35 seconds. You got to look for the green smoke on the other side. So there it is. So we needed 15 seconds remaining. We had 24. All right, so again, the dailies don't track progress, unfortunately, but we did get 3 stars there, so we still need 6 more. So we got to do that same exact thing we just did 2 more times. Now keep in mind you can filter your map for the Trailblazers too, though. And if you want to, you can pick one of the other ones, but I promise you this one will be the easiest and the quickest, if that's what you're looking for. And Dubai, see, that doesn't even matter. Like, you can drive in whatever's comfortable. Automatic is great for anyone that's like brand new, just because it's very consistent. You don't have to worry about so many things. You can kind of just learn how to steer your car first. And then once you're comfortable and kind of want to try it, you can try manual, because you'll get a little bit more control over like when you're shifting and everything. But there's players that are very fast in automatic, put it that way. Like, you don't need to be in manual or manual clutch or anything like that to be a good driver. So, and don't ever let anybody bully you into saying that, oh, you suck because you don't use manual or something like that. Like, whatever settings make the game fun and comfortable for you, man, that's what you use. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally it. 24 seconds again, so we got 6 total. Now we just got to do it one more time, boys. One more time. And yeah, it happens, the Punisher. It happens. The one thing I hate is that it always spawns me facing away from the point that I have marked. It's like, bruh, come on now. But alright. One more time, boys. And then that daily should be done. Again, you need to have at least 15 seconds remaining. We've had about 24 every single time. I actually got slower each run there. Alright, so that is that. Blasting from the past done, so that daily is done. So we got one more releasing tomorrow, which will be cool. And then we got, you know, I'm actually thinking, tomorrow we'd be able to do the first daily that released, right? Because on my PlayStation account, I'm probably going to try and end up doing all 7 of them. The only thing on my PlayStation account that is done again is, for some reason, my monthly rivals that I did here on this account seem to have counted on the other one, so it's kind of interesting for sure. But 31 points, we're going to make it 32. 5 drift skills in any Horizon story chapter. So you might remember, if you saw my recent videos or if you already played, that the first 2 things that pop on your map are this one, the El Camino, and then this one, the Vacho. So you can literally pick any story that you have. Like, you can also filter for the stories right here. And it doesn't matter which one. You just have to go into any story and get 5 drift skills. So ideally you want to get into one that you're pretty much going to be driving right away. It really doesn't matter. But just for new players' sake, I'm going to go with the one that I didn't pick in my video. We did the Vacho, but we'll go with this one, El Camino. And when you go to it, it should allow you to pick the chapter. And again, you can just go wherever you want. Yeah, Drift Club is a great one too, because those will be drift cars already. But let's just pretend people don't have that, because I don't think people have the Drift Club right away. But we're just going to need literally 5 drift skills, any chapter, any Horizon story. So we're just going to go into here, go into solo, and then this one you drive right away. You're driving into the storm. So the cool thing is too, you don't have to worry about completing the chapter or redoing the whole thing. Just make sure you see 5 drift skills pop up first, and then you can just quit and the daily will be done. And by the way, dailies don't show as complete until after you leave events. You're not going to know it's complete until you actually get out of here. So just keep that in mind. Just want to throw that out there too. It's so interesting, like, trying to actually think about explaining everything again, because like most people playing this game for like 2+ years don't need certain things like explained, but when you're brand new to the franchise, have never played Forza Horizon before, it's like a totally different thing. So it's crazy. But all right, so all we got to do is drift. So there's 1. There's 2. This thing does not drift at all, so this is why people went to Drift Story. There's 3. There's 4. And there's 5. So that's it. You saw like multiple drift skills popping up, and there's different tiers to the drifts too. But just to make sure we have enough, you know, there you go. You definitely saw 5 drift skills, so you can just quit. You don't need to finish it. We already have that complete. Pound Steering, thank you so much for subscribing. And yeah, something like that, right? Hey, 2 million credits already. Being a noob is pretty good. You're doing great. And honestly, dude, all the starter cards are good. But there you have it. There's the daily. So simple as that. But the thing is, too, man, take your time. There is so much stuff in this game. So much stuff in this game to do. And there is no limit or timeline on when you need to do it. So just make sure you're enjoying yourself. That's what I always tell everybody. That's the only important thing. Truly. It's the only important thing. And by the way, Matthew, thank you earlier for the T-bone steak super chat. I thought that I didn't answer that one, and I just made sure that I did. But we'll put another small goal out there. And by the way, thank you for the 77 smashes on that like button. It's been a while since we've had a white screen of Injustice. I think we're overdue. But all right, so we're at 32 points. Again, the goal here is 40. Now, I used to do 100%, but we're just kind of picking and choosing events that we actually want to do. So since we're at, what, 32, and then we'll probably do this one tomorrow. That would be 33. And then I think we'll do one of the, you know, S1 Anything Goes, road racing. That's going to be pretty fun. So I think we'll do that. We might even just do all the PR stunts too. So if anybody wants to join me for this seasonal championship, S1 Anything Goes, just send me a message on Xbox or PlayStation if you can figure out, because I haven't looked into the crossplay, like how we do that yet. So the Punisher, thank you so much, good sir. The work dono, I like what I see. I like what I see, and thank you for 80 smashes on that like button. But if you guys want to join, just send me a message. We'll get you on, Ian. The reason that I'm telling people to join is I always like to do seasonal championships in co-op, because if you do it in solo, it's 3 races and just goes by total points. In co-op, you actually have it be best of 3. It's you against your avatar. So it works way better with teams because it saves you time and it's just a little bit quicker. So again, we don't need anybody to join me, but if anybody still needs the completion and wants to do it, just send me a message and we'll get you in, or if you just want to join. But I'm going to do the PR stunts first. And this is really interesting because there's a different car restriction for every single PR stunt. Like a lot of times it'll just be S2 anything goes and you can just use whatever you want, but this is pretty particular. There's a particular BMW, then it's Subaru, and then it's the drift cars. So we'll do the drift zone first. I know a lot of people like to watch drifting, and I am not someone that partakes in drifting very often, but I do enjoy it every now and again. And Coolness VR, yes. I would recommend you watch my video from a couple days ago because I literally explained how to unlock every feature in your menus, like literally everything. But hello, Trey. Thank you so much for subscribing. And Sean, personally, I really like Rally Adventure. I think it's really fun. I don't play it a ton still because I'm more of a road and street guy, but it is an amazingly fun experience. Now, Hot Wheels is really cool too, but I'm someone that prefers more like realistic and real life racing and stuff like that. So Hot Wheels, I liked it at first. It's a really amazing map, like the visuals and everything, but I got really bored of just the actual racing on it and stuff, just the wall riding and whatever. So that's a totally like personal preference type thing, but Rally Adventure personally I really like, and you can probably get these in an expansion bundle if people are patient. Like I'm sure there's going to be sales for these things too, so just something to keep in mind. There's so much content in the base game that getting standard to start and then just kind of seeing how things progress, it's not such a bad idea, even though you would save money if you bought premium like right up front though. So you know, just throwing that out there. But anyways, we have to get into any S1 drift car, and you can actually at the bottom of your screen either sort by car type or you can filter by drift cars. So we're going to do drift cars, and also we have to be an S1, so we'll pick anything. And we do have literally every car in the game on this account. This is my Xbox account that we played on since 2021, so on my other account it will look a lot different. But let's see, let's go with an old favorite. What shall we go with here, boys? Anything stand out to you guys? I will take the first comment. Whatever I see in chat, what drift car of the ones you see on screen right now do you want me to take? I will use whatever I see somebody say. First one in chat. Gotta wait for the stream delay. Gives me a chance to take a sip. Damn, Gamer Girl was on it. She said Viper. We're going with the Viper. We going with the Viper. This is a fun one. Love the Viper. These cars are so cool too. Like the liveries and everything, they just look so good, so clean. Alright, so now we got to go to the location. So if you actually click on the events in your playlist, it'll take you over to it. Well, it'll show you it at least. You got to still fast travel over to it. But we need 140,000, you can see, for the wet season challenge right there. That's 20,000 over the 3-star goal. This will not be easy for new players that just don't understand the physics and the drifting and everything. So I'm going to try and give you some tips as I go along here. But I am not a drifter. I want to point that out. Don't come to me for drift tips. I'm not your guy for that. I'm a jack of all trades, but I'm not the drift king around here. So let's full send it though. I can drift. It's just that I don't feel like I'm the right person to, you know, kind of teach that. There's a random player on the map getting ready to drift, but it's all about counter steering and throttle control. So when you enter, you want to just get moving, kind of angle yourself into the drift zone. Don't be afraid to let off the throttle, and then just try and hold your drift as deep as you can, which I am terrible at doing. And you obviously don't want to spin out, but you want to keep as much momentum going as possible, and you want to be having, you know, just as much angle as possible. That's how you get more score. So we're doing pretty good here. Better than I expected, to be honest, and I think we already hit the goal, right? 140. By the way, all traffic. Wow, a new personal best. We're just showing off at this point. But all traffic will ghost when you're going through these PR stunts. So that is something that's fantastic, and I probably just impressed a lot of people. This guy, shut up, you know what you're doing. What's up, Givy? Welcome. And yeah, you can join the race that we're about to do here in just a second. But alright, so you get the wheel spin as a reward. So all these playlist events are great to do because they all give wheel spins, like super wheel spins. You get cars, regular wheel spins, like 3 super wheel spins a week just from doing PR stunts. How long did that take me to do that just now, right there? Not very long at all. So let's do the B-Class Subaru Speed Trap next. This is actually kind of like on the dirt, but you actually want to do the run-up probably from over here. So the 3-star goal, again, wet season challenge. I shouldn't say 3-star goal. The seasonal challenge is 120 miles per hour. 3 stars is 160, 2 stars is 110, so it's right in between, but we need 120. So you always want to get a run-up for a speed trap. So we'll start back here. We'll get into a B-Class Subi. Uh-oh, there's bacon in the chat. Yo, I'm going to get hungry if we start bringing food into this. And, Pi Diddy. So I am playing on the Xbox Series X today, and I'm using a controller that PlayStation will not be able to get their hands on. This is the Horizon 5 limited edition controller, but I do have a PS5 Pro sitting right here. Tomorrow we're going to be streaming on the PS5 Pro, and I'm going to do pretty much a lot of the stuff that we're doing here today, but fresh on the brand new account, so I'm very excited to do that. But it doesn't matter what platform, by the way, that you're on. We can all literally play together. It's completely cross-play. I haven't tried to do that yet. I'm going to be testing it tonight, and then tomorrow is when we're actually going to be doing all that. So I just want to point that out. But this is not a B-Class Subaru, so we need to switch. Let's get to manufacturer filters, Subaru, and then anything B-Class we'll do here. And I should have just filtered for B-Class, but you can, by the way, too, for the PR stunts, you can use, usually at least, you can use anything under the restriction. So you could use like a C class if you think you're, you know, a bad boy or something like that. But I'll go with my BRZ. I think I should be able to get this with the BRZ, and we'll see what happens. How much to shave the beard? What do you mean, like completely shave the beard? Like completely off. And yes, any platform can join any platform. That's the beauty of it. But this was one of my trial cars at one point, actually. And I don't have that, John. I was gonna get it, but I was like, it's not. I don't know. It's like not even an official thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't a true official thing. It was something they made. But all right. What did I say? We needed 120 miles per hour. Need a huge run up here. This is an exclusive car, by the way. I'd like to point that out. All right, we're almost there. Try and make as straight of a line as possible. Feel free to cut across right there, and boom! Barely got it, boys. Barely got it. 122 miles per hour. Now, certain cars will have more top end if you're faster than this one, but that was good enough for the speed trap. And again, that puts 2 more points on the board. We're up to 36. So we're going to do this right here. 2008 M3, and it's a danger sign. Oh boy. I don't know how I feel about this. So we're definitely going to want to start over here. I don't even think I have a proper setup for this, but we're going to try. We will try. And what's going on, Cool Cam? Welcome to the stream. And yes, Gibby, we're about to do the championship right here in the festival playlist, which you probably will have to have unlocked, I'd imagine, or you probably at least have to have online unlocked. I don't know if how that works if you don't. Well, I guess if you have, no, yeah, you can have online before the playlist. I don't know, but yeah, anybody can join for this. We're about to do this right now. S1 anything goes, but 08 M3. So we do need to get into that before we get going here. So that'll be this right here. Now the problem is I have drift tires on here, and this is a dirt danger sign. So this will be interesting to say the least. We're gonna give it our best shot. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it with this setup, but we're gonna try. And the goal is 607 feet for the seasonal challenge. That is below 3 stars, but it's not gonna be easy. Not gonna be easy at all. But we're gonna give it our best shot. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Launch control to get us going. Short shift a little bit. Trying to get a grip. It's not working out too well. Oh god. There's a hard turn here too. I should have maybe not started so far back actually. I might have to take this again. Oh, no, we're good. That was actually perfect the way I cut through the rows. This BMW is fast. It's just about getting it gripped. Come on, 600 feet. 600 feet. 600 feet. Oh my gosh, we were so close. 596. Are you kidding me? Oh man. All right, we're gonna do it. I love how I'm making everything a bigger challenge than it has to be today. Nah, we definitely doing that though. We definitely doing that. It's gonna happen. I think I should not start as far back, honestly. We were so close, people, so close. It's the first true epic failure of the day, but all right, we're gonna try again. So hard to get a grip. Oh, the fences aren't there now. It's a good thing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bruh, you're 1 foot shorter. Are you kidding me? Bruh. Come on. Or was that 2 feet longer? Whatever. Just try it again. Hold on. I just need to back up like a little more. A little more. Third time's a charm, I promise. Look, ready? Watch this. Watch. I just gotta start back here so that I can get that asphalt underneath my tires a little bit. Get out of first gear with the launch control. I'm telling you, it'll work perfectly. Look at that boost it gave me. Gave me a nice boost. Come on, Beamer. Come on, Beamer. I got confidence in you. No, I'm going wide. I have to use rewind. It's bouncing me all around. This is good, though. This is still technically the 3rd time, so I don't want to hear it. Come on. That's the one. That's got to be the one. That's not the one. That was worse. I don't care, boys. We're doing this. We are doing this with this setup. I'm taking this challenge on the head, and we are going to make this happen. Oh my goodness. We're so close. Again, you could easily put a better setup on here. I mean, easily. Easily put a better setup on here and get this done. I'm gonna put a new super chat up there for now, though. Moral support to help me get through this, boys. I might need some help. What's up, Sky? Welcome to the stream. Hey, look, he's in the BMW. Hey, can I borrow your car? It looks like it's a little faster than mine. No. Why'd you go in the pause, man? You were supposed to be running this together. What a son of a biscuit. Dang, damn it. All right, with this big run up, I don't see how we could fail. There's no way we could possibly. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. We're going into the cornfields. Come on. Come on, Beamer. Come on. That's got to be the one. It's got to be the one. Oh, come on. Dang, damn it. All right. This is happening, boys. This is going to happen. We're going to fix this. Dude, this would take me 1 second if I just put a proper setup on, but I'm trying my rear-wheel drive drift tire setup, okay? We're doing this. This is gonna happen. The problem is I don't get any traction when I'm going like 120. Alright, let me try and be a little bit more smooth with this. That was not smooth. That guy distracted me a little bit, not gonna lie. Alright. It's so bouncy. There we go, I think that was better. Come on. Come on. That's faster for sure. I was going way fast. It's got to be the one. How is that all? Bruh. Failed me too? How am I going? I don't understand how my distance is getting shorter. This might actually just barely not be possible. It might just not be possible. Let me try something else. We're going to try something else here. We're going to try something else. Yeah, that's actually, I was thinking to... Look, this guy can't get in. He's probably in a setup that actually is better. Let me try it, because I just want to straighten this out a little bit, because the problem is when I go through that turn, too, I feel like I'm losing some speed. Let me try going through the... Actually choosing to go through the cornfields and see, look at this straight line. Maybe that'll work a little better. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That was 134. Come on, it's the fastest we've gone. How is that shorter? Come on, man. Come on. No, it's possible, but with this setup, again, dude, if I go put a proper setup for this off-road danger side, it would be easy, but I'm trying to do it with my drift tires race car, okay? Lowered and everything, bouncing around. Listen, no, I ain't giving up, Sir Mano. You know me better than that. Alright, come on. We're gonna make this happen. I love how I'm just wasting time. Like, nobody is gonna gain anything from this. I mean, there will be like a 10-second hype period if I finally get this done, but nobody is gaining any knowledge from this. Nobody is getting any helpful. I'm wasting brain cells. Like, there's nothing good happening here, but we're still trying this. Come on, that's gotta be the one. That's gotta be the one. 6-0, we were so close. You gotta be kidding me, 4 feet. I mean, it's gotta be possible. It's gotta be possible. That was so close. I'm trying to decide if I need to be in a different gear here or something. Bruh. Listen, man, I can't even, where's the danger sign? Lost track of where the danger sign even was. Here, let me, you know what? Actually, this is kind of a straight shot. Let's start back here. Let's start on the road back here. See, stop. I don't want the XP board, dang there, Jesus. Yo, 5 guys. Listen, man, don't talk to me about food right now, okay? And ITZ, there's like a chart somewhere that shows all the wheels that are supported. I have no clue. Look, this thing can barely grip on road, and I'm trying to do an off-road danger sign. This is the best straight line run-up that I can get, though, right here. Oh, God, that's a house. Never mind. That wasn't it. Hold on, boys. We got to make an adjustment. We got to go over here. That was... Oh, no, we went too far. Hold on. Once I get this right, boys, this is going to be the answer. I'm telling you, this is going to be the answer. That's way more speed. That's way more speed. Look at the speed. Look at the speed. Look at the speed, people. Come on, that's got to be the boom. We did it, boys. Woohoo. Yabba dabba doo. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Woohoo. Well, I'm glad we just wasted 15 minutes of our lives that we'll never get back and did nothing productive. But anyways, there's 38 points, boys. If I can do it with the drift car, or the race car, you can do it with anything. So there you go. But all right, we're going to do S1 anything goes. This will finally put us over 40 points. That's the big goal here. Then I'm going to auction a Subaru 22B because we purchased one here on this account. We already got plenty. I told you about the Backstage pass. You also want to get that. You'll get one at 40 points. And don't forget, we'll be streaming tomorrow on PlayStation. And we're going to get her all done. We're going to do what we got to do. Thank you, Genesis. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You know, I told you, I'm a man of my word. If I feel that something is possible, I will not give up. And if you guys saw the Forza channel today, the video that I got to be in with Hoki Hoshi and R4, Hoki Hoshi knows that better than anybody now. Because I was like part of the problem. So at some point I got to explain this stuff to you. At some point I have to, but Thorn! 5 big booms for the jump. Appreciate you, Sky. I got to give you the go, Sky. Go! But we're doing this next, boys. Right here. But at some point I got to explain to you what I was talking about with my settings. I can't believe nobody's noticed the difference in the quality of my video that I put out today compared to the old ones, though. Like, if you really pay attention, you should notice that the detail is so much better. Like the, you know, like the resolution. Like if you just look at the words. Now, maybe on phones you don't, but hey, what am I saying again? What am I saying again? Oh yeah, I met Hoki Hoshi in Las Vegas 2 years ago, 2023, for the Forza Motorsport little reveal. So Bing, if you go on the official Forza channel, I and Hoki Hoshi and R4 put together a video for the community, for the new players, to just give them a little welcome and, you know, explain some things. So I linked it in the very beginning of this chat, but it's out there. It's a thing. It's a real thing. But all right, guys, let's finish off these 40 points, shall we? And if anybody wants to join again, just let me know. Uh-oh. Mr. President. I got you, Tommy. Oh, gosh. Sir Mano, too. He's got the boost invite, at least. If anybody else wants in, again, gamer tag is Stevio2175. We will get you on Ian. Does anyone else need it? I'll see if anybody else is online, too. Why not? Draco, you're on the stream. You can join if you want. Anybody else on Horizon 5? Idol Seeker. If you want to join, feel free. Bendy. If you want to join, feel free. I only got one spot left here, so I'll have to be picky. I'll go with Memento. I know he was watching here earlier, even though he was only gifted a member now. He's still on that list. Yeah, it's called Welcome to Forza Horizon 5, and then Tips and Tricks. Wait, Sky, I didn't even see you. Where were you? Huh? Are you sure you're out? Are you... I'm not blind, am I? Maybe it's just glitched on my end. It's just not showing you. Or you're appearing offline. One or the other. In case you guys don't know, I do add my channel members to my friends list. And there you go. There's Sky appearing offline. But I don't know if we have 6 or not, but we'll see. Looks like I still got one more spot. I think it just didn't update or something, to be honest with you. But Matthew, a power outage? Yo, you got to pay the power company, not me. What are you doing, man? More power. More power, please. What happened to Draco? What the heck's going on out here? What's up, Blackbeard? Welcome to the stream. And hello, Killer77. John just got off. See, it didn't even update that John got off. And then Draco just rage quit. I'm about to start this without y'all. By the way, 11 more smashes on that leg button, and we'll see the 100. I can't wait to do S1 Anything Goes, though. It's going to be cool. Well, Draco, the whole idea was I didn't have any other messages, so I invited you in just to, you know, join and have fun. But fine, the heck with you. Move on to other people then. The heck with them. Who else we got here? Let's see if Recap will join. I don't know if he's watching or not. We got Neos. We'll see if Neos joins. I don't know. Did I send an invite to Bendy? And then Sky invited you too. Maybe your Wi-Fi is out. If anybody else wants in though, gamertag, by the way, too, is Stevio2175. If you're on PlayStation, I can't tell you quite yet how to get in here, but if anybody wants to join, I need a message from you guys, though. Not notifications or anything. Somebody figured it out. There we go. Dinos. I got you. So we can have up to 6 for this, by the way. That's the idea here. I was trying to be nice too, Draco, but the heck with you. Can anyone tell me if What do you mean wheel spins offline or everything offline? Like, I mean, wheel spins you can definitely do offline. That's just always a single player thing. Like that has nothing to do with anything. But you can play a majority of the game like offline, but there are certain events that are online, which is pretty much everything here in this tab. So that's all the stuff that, you know, but you can go to solo right here. You can play offline right here, or you can go into Horizon Life from this screen. So it's pretty cool. All right, anybody else? Last call. There we go. Hold on. There's Sky. Sky, you did it wrong though. I literally just explained to send me a message and not to send me an invite. What does this man do? He sends me an invite. Come on, Sky. You've been around here long enough to know these things. But let's see how a little multiplayer action goes. I think everybody is on Xbox that's in this convoy. Just to throw that out there. But we're certainly going to be getting the PlayStation peoples in. Oh, I know you asked to join. That's why I invited you. Actually, I don't know how you're still not in here. I invited you like multiple times. Oh. Plug it in the Xbox. Did you get my invite? That's the question now, because you're the last spot. You're the last one. See if we can make this happen. Hey, stop your revving him. Stop shush. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be on my PS5 Pro tomorrow. I'm very excited. So you're joining? All right, just making sure. There we go. That's what I like to see, boys. There it is. I gotta keep my octopus on for my badge. I can't take the octopus off, boys. I just can't do it. I can't do it, I tell you. All right, well, this will be the final thing we do. Looks like we're all ready to rumble. Tomi, I still gotta get you into the club, but again, if you do this in solo, right, it will actually take longer because it's just you against 11 Drivatars in a points championship. First place is 20, so there's 3 races. You can get up to 60. In co-op, it becomes best of 3, so it'll save us time to do it this way. And this is S1 Anything Goes, so one of the faster classes, but you can pick any car. So pretty fun event. Should be a pretty fun event, at least. JN, I am considering it. Yes. Not right now, because obviously there's so much going on with Horizon, but at some point this year, absolutely going to consider trying Gran Turismo for the first time in my entire life. Never played any Gran Turismo ever, which is pretty crazy. But all right, I'm thinking either Anniversary Edition Viper, or I really like the classic F1 GT. I think I'm going to go with this. You know, it's actually an interesting thing too, because you would figure that anyone that starts watching my channel that is a PlayStation player now, if they're playing Horizon, there's a very good chance that they've played Gran Turismo or actively play Gran Turismo or have Gran Turismo. So it might not be, I was just thinking to myself, like, I wonder if anybody would care to watch me or join me on Gran Turismo if I ever ended up getting that. But Could just assume that all the people watching me for Horizon would probably want to play some Gran Turismo to switch things up too. But, you know, see, Forza Motorsport, I don't like as much as Horizons. I don't know if I like Gran Turismo, but definitely down to try it. Definitely down to see what's up with it. But alright. So as you will see here, this will be a best of 3. The community against some highly skilled drivatars. That drivatar, what is he doing? Dude, some of the AI drivatars are crazy like that, and I have no idea how to explain that to you other than they're just like insane. Oh, I just rear-ended Sky. Sky, I apologize. Oh my gosh. Everybody's flailing around. Oh, these are the drivatars. Trippy. Some trippy stuff going on out here. So again, this is the second fastest class that you'll really see people racing. There is X class too, but damn, this drivatar is really moving. Ouch, Sir Mando, I'm on your team, dang damn it. Trying to catch DVS. Oh, I don't know what my favorite car is. There's too many. Way too many. Excellent job, team. We doing good. Feels so weird using my Horizon 5 limited edition controller. It's just like, it actually feels like a nice controller compared to, why do I slave myself using my Motorsport one that's completely worn down? I don't even know why I still use that thing. I need to like, should I auction my Motorsport controller so I can get rid of it and actually use this controller? I feel like I have to use this one, or I have my 10-year anniversary one too. Would anybody want my heavily used and very deteriorated Forza Motorsport controller? The Cadillac one, the yellow and blue one? Well, Jan, that's what we like to think, but it's hard to believe that real players can do that. Looks like we got the top 4, boys. Oh, nothing's free in this world, Blackbeard. You should know better than that. It'll cost you $21.75. Plus $7.50 for shipping. In case anyone's wondering, though, this is what I'm talking about. This is the controller that I normally use on every stream. The thing is, though, it's like very deteriorated. I got this at the middle or end of 2023, and it was just for perspective for anyone that might not know, it's from this. It was from when I went to Vegas. Both of these controllers were gifted to me. It's from Forza Motorsport and Xbox. So that yellow one, the Cadillac, that's the controller that I just showed you. So I could sign the back of this and then send somebody this controller. It still functions, by the way. It's not like it doesn't work. It's just a base controller, though. You know, it doesn't have like the like padding, the leather that is on the back of this one, or that reflective H that you can see, or all the colors. You know, it's just not as smooth and as nice of a controller. It just, after holding this controller, it's like, also after using the PS5 controller, it really got me feeling like, what the heck am I doing? You took flight. Oh, hell no. I'm sorry, Sky. I just have a way of doing things. Oh yeah, the VW shirt goes hard. I had to wear it today because of that weekly Forzathon, you know? I should probably wear it tomorrow too, but here we go. What race is this? It's a circuit? Oh god. This ain't no circuit car. Whoa, sir, man. Oh my goodness. I'm on your team, man. Yo, chill. Chill with that ugly Forza Wang. Alright, this is going to be a lot tougher. This is a road sprint car, not a circuit car by any means. I'll still figure it out, but it's just not as smooth to get out of the box, you know? AB, not yet, no. But the thing is, like, there's no one best setting. Like, everyone's gonna have something that's gonna work better for them. Like, the settings I use are not gonna work for new players, like, just straight up. So I might make a video, though, just talking about, like, what the different options for settings are and kind of how to decide what to use and stuff like that, if that makes any sense. It's definitely something in my mind. I have a lot of video ideas that I want to make, but obviously I can only do so much at a time. And obviously, if you guys saw the official Forza channel today, there's a big project I had been working on over the last couple weeks that really took up a lot of my video editing time and everything. So we'll get to it. I do have a video I want to make tonight that hopefully I'll be able to get done for tomorrow. That's kind of the plan, but there's no guarantee because, well, there just isn't. But we're going to try. We're going to do the best we can. If not, though, you guys will definitely see a stream. And then you'll see a stream on Thursday for the new season, and of course some new seasonal challenge guides, which I gotta kind of look through and see what's going on, because obviously everyone is should be pretty much ready to go for the second season. Now the man wants my controller, then he wants my VW shirt. $2 in a pack of chiclets. Listen, buddy, I can't even get a pack of gum for $2. Unfortunately. You don't need to, Gamer Girl. You can still look up the video. It's worth a watch, I promise. I'm the first one to speak in the video. It's a must-see. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, this thing is so bad here, man. I have no grip on the circuit. Excellent racing, though, boys. Top 4 again. That was almost the same results as the first race, I think. Salush! Thank you so much for subscribing. I wonder where our sub count is, because it was really close to 102,000. 200,000 eventually down the road. We're at 101,900. We're 100 away from 102,000. We moving, boys. Moving, I tell ya. Alrighty. Glad to hear it, Jacob. Plenty more to come. Oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, yes you did, Sky. This is what happens when you don't play a lot, right? But as you can see, 2 races and the championship is complete because it's best of 3. Co-op is the way to go, boys. Find some friends to play with. Join my streams. I literally do these every week. Like, anything that is fun, right? Seasonal championships, trials. I host teams every week, and I have a feeling we're going to be doing more of them as we go. But there's a link in chat from Northeast for the video on the Forza channel that I get to be in. And ladies and gentlemen, there it is. 40 points, the Horizon Backstage, and everything is good to go on the Xbox account. So I've done my 100% completions for all the new playlists up until they started doing the playlist vote. So I'm not doing that anymore. We're just doing the 40 points each week. So that's always going to be the goal. But we got both the rewards, again, for any PlayStation players out there. And Jacob, did you see my video that I put out today? I literally broke down the festival playlist and everything involving this. If you haven't seen that yet, you need to watch that. But like, the goal every week, and the goal especially this week for PlayStation players, again, you have 1 day, 16 hours, 29 minutes from this point while the stream is live, and it's going to keep being less and less after this stream posts as a video. But you want to get the SF90 Stradale, because once this season ends, you will not be able to get that. If possible, get the Horizon Backstage Pass. And then also, don't forget in the Forzathon shop, the 22B, a wheel spin exclusive. Don't worry about this DeBerti. That's in the auto show. You can get that at any time. 22B, though, you probably want to try and get your hands on. Another Backstage Pass, if you can somehow muster that up, would be great. There's no guarantee it's going to happen, but... And with the Backstage Passes, too, like, I mean, it'd be lovely to get 2 right off the bat, right? But if you can't, next week you'll have a chance to get 2 again. So it's not a huge deal. In autumn season, we'll be streaming this on Thursday. Another new exclusive Ferrari. The Backstage Passes, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So The biggest thing is, though, videos that I put out here recently on the channel, make sure you progress to the point where you unlock the festival playlist, which I explained completely and in depth in both of the recent videos, but there's nothing here you have to worry about yet. And then really the only other thing would be the backstage. If you can just get your vote in there quick, you know, once you unlock it, you definitely want to go left based on stuff we talked about earlier. Of course, the cars are in the backstage shop if you want to start spending some of your passes, but I'm going to talk about the cars in here at some point because I just feel like I need to. I'm going to have 60 backstage passes once I claim my festival playlist rewards. And by the way, too, don't forget you have to click X to redeem these prizes. They will not just be automatically added in, so that's another big thing. But I showed you the weekly Forzathon here today. We struggle bust through the PR stunts. We did the championship. Of course, we put out a video guide for the treasure hunt on the channel already this morning. And we're good to go. And the next time I see you, we will be on our PlayStation 5 on our brand new account that has 0 completion on it. And we're going to kind of run this back and team up as a community to do so. Because I figure by tomorrow, all the people that started playing today will be able to actually get into this stuff. Now, do what you got to do to unlock the playlist, but I wouldn't worry too much about single player, other than if you want to get to the Hall of Fame and do the trial. But again, you can join these trials without being in the Hall of Fame by just joining through someone that does have the Hall of Fame. And Sky, do you have a PlayStation? By the way, too, any members, like if you guys have PlayStation, you need to add me on PlayStation because I'm on there now. And the thing is, too, by the way, I'm just throwing it out there. My username's the same, so you should be able to find me. I ain't hard to find, you know what I'm saying? But Mr. Tittles, I think YouTube was really broken today. Like, this stream had a weird start to it. Really weird start to it. So, I don't know. If you never got notified, it was totally a YouTube thing today. Not really sure what happened, but we'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry, for the PlayStation 5 playthrough. But, again, biggest things, and, you know, the reason I put this is, like, don't miss this. The big tips, like, once you get the playlist, you're not going to have another chance at the SF90 Stradale. You're probably not going to have another chance at the 22B because they were just right here. And, of course, you're going to be 2 backstage passes, you know, lesser if you don't get them this week, too, which there's so many cars in the backstage already. If you're just starting on PlayStation, you definitely want to get yourself those backstage passes as quick as possible. But to end the stream, one final thing I want to do. To heck with all you guys. GG's, though. Glad to have you in here racing with me. But we're going to go to the garage. And we are going to auction a Subaru 22B. And I feel like it'll be empty. Just because there's a lot of new players out here in the world of Forza Horizon 5 Mexico now. So let's just take a peek, though. Because if it's not empty, then you might not have to worry as much. Okay, it's not empty. Hey, look at that. Look at that, boys. So you can get the 22B here. So that's one thing you can actually chill with. But if you want a first owner, you're going to have to get it through the backstage shop. But it's nice to see this because this was not like this prior to now. But I guarantee people saw it's in the backstage or in the Forzathon shop, bought some, and are putting some up because I'm doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing, except I'm going to put mine up, my duplicate, for minimum buyout. And as you can see, I got, what, 5 of them here? So I'm going to keep 4 of them because these are different setups. This is an off-road setup, and then I do want to have a B-class version of this. So we're going to auction this one right here, though, boys, whatever the minimum is. Look at that. 61,000 credits, a steal for somebody out there. Not the 1.7 million, but Alessandro. Thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate you. All right, so there goes the 22B. Let's see if somebody buys it. Hold on. Somebody bought it. It's gone. There it is. Goodbye. That's perfect. Perfect way to end the stream, guys. But there you have it. Those are the things you want to focus on here. Day 1. Make sure you unlock the festival playlist. Get the SF90 Stradale. And if you don't want to spend the points on the 22B, since they do seem to be in the auction house, try to get a backstage pass. Try to get 40 points for the other backstage pass. And then, you know, you'll be ready to go for future weeks, hopefully, with more Forzathon points in case another good car ends up in there. But the biggest thing is those backstage passes. So we're going to talk more about those in videos here coming up pretty soon. But yeah, you're right. The moral support. It's going to end. unsettled. Also, we're going to be 2 smashes away from 100 before the stream ends, possibly. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up today. Thank you for the gifted memberships and the super chats. And no, there's no negatives about used cards at all. But some people, so let me just show that real quick since you asked it and I saw it. Like, if you view the history of a car, it'll actually show the owner at the bottom, the original owner. So if you wanted to say your gamer tag, you need it to be a first owner. You need to get it directly from either the Forzathon shop, auto show, festival playlist. But if you get it from the auction house, it'll have someone's name. Other than that, nothing else. Kyler, thank you so much for subscribing. But that is going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for all the support. Cannot wait to see you tomorrow on PlayStation 5, baby. We ready for it, but goodbye. That is all. Consider joining the channel. It helps support the streams and everything that I do. So the more videos, the more streams you want to see, those memberships help. They truly do. So thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for watching. Welcome to Forza Horizon 5 Mexico, and hope you don't struggle like I did with the weekly and the, well, especially the PR stunts. You know, just bring a proper build. But I showed you it can be done even if you're crap. And then Angry Octo's hiding right there if you didn't notice too. But I'm out of here, guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a great evening, and I will see you on the next one tomorrow. Peace.